Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the latest episode of the TJ Vlog. Again, like I said recently, sorry I haven't done too frequently. Computer's still down, waiting to get paid from one of my gigs that I did, one of my big gigs, so hopefully replace that in the next few weeks. At the moment, I'm really learning just how fantastic ad blocker was, because I'm on my tablet at the moment and I don't have ad blocker on it. Really missing you, ad blocker. Please come back to me. You complete me. Anyway, so this past weekend, past week I should say, I did 2 gigs. I had the Wednesday, which was my first Wednesday back at the newly reopened Heritage Hotel in Rockhampton, which is fantastic. I've actually been working for the venue managers, Matto and Liz. I've been working for them in various venues for 10 years now, all over the state, and it's just fantastic to be able to work with them again. They're fantastic people, Matto and Liz, and I highly recommend checking out the Heritage. It's been remodeled. It looks really pretty. And, then this Sunday, I just went down to Tannum again, which is nice. I do love my Tannum trips. And caught up with my dad. He was in town, and a few of the other former residents of a certain island that I'm not going to name. And also Tony and Chris from Beautifully Mad were there. And if you don't know Tony and Chris, you haven't seen their music before, go check out Beautifully Mad. They tour all across our beautiful country. And, Tony has previously written number one songs for Melissa Courts in the 90s. He wrote for and toured with Andrew Strong, who was the lead singer of The Commitments. If you saw that film, which if you haven't, seriously, pause this, go watch The Commitments. It is one of the best films of all time in that whole sort of music genre. It's about a soul band in Ireland. So, you've seen it? Come back? You're back here now? Fantastic. Awesome. So, one really lovely thing happened this week is my old man, my dad, he gave me his bass, which I totally wasn't expecting. I'd kind of borrowed it for the last few weeks because I thought it would be something really cool. I had kind of wanted to play around on it for a bit, and he's just said at dinner last night, he said, you're looking after it, aren't you? You're going to look after it well. And I said, well, of course I am. It's an amazing instrument. It's an alembic 6-string bass, which is just a top-of-the-line instrument. It is one of the most beautiful things I've ever played. It's actually probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever touched in my life. So, sorry to all my exes. But, so he just said, I want you to have it. And I'm just absolutely shocked and awestruck and so very, 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 very thankful, because this instrument is just absolutely amazing. Anyway, other, things that happened on the weekend. On Friday, I guested on the Red Dahlia podcast, the Red Dahlia Radio. It's, we've done a few test episodes in the past, and now we're doing we're going to first episode release, so, stay tuned. It's going to be uploaded and released shortly as soon as they're ready. And, I kind of tell a few very embarrassing stories about myself, talk about a few moments I'm not super proud of in my past. So I really recommend check out their podcast, the Red Dahlia Radio podcast. Go like their Facebook page, the Red Dahlia Bar. Share their posts, because they do some really cool stuff there. Also on the Sunday after dinner, Tony and Chris from Beautifully Mad, kind of recorded a bunch of us singing some mob chorus and some harmony stuff for a song that's going to be on their next album coming out very soon. So again, check out the Beautifully Mad Facebook page. Give that one a like. Tony and Chris are two of the most lovely people I've ever met in my entire life. And they are just completely, as much as I hate this term, they are just completely amazing souls and two beautiful, beautiful people. I highly recommend checking those guys out. They are absolutely lovely. Tony, of course, to my ever gratefulness, mastered the Rule 34 EP, Kings of the North, available now, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all of those places. But he mastered that for me and did an amazing job with that as well. So anyway, I'm going to head off in just a split second. But for this week, my album recommendation, I know it's another old one. Came out 20 years ago, and it's the Dandy Warhols Come Down. And these guys are just... Look, when I was 14, I wanted to be Courtney Taylor, the singer, because this dude wrote some really amazing music, and he just oozed cool. 20 years later, I'm 34, and I still want to grow up and be Courtney Taylor, because he still oozes cool, is incredibly intelligent, really nice dude, and writes some fucking brilliant music. So go and get their album, The Dandy Warhols Come Down. That was their first one on a major record, so this on a major label. That was the second record all over, and it had the singles Boys Better, Not If You Were the Last Junkie on Earth, which was written about the singer of the Brian Jonestown Massacre, because they've had their 20-year frenemy feud thing happening, which was the subject of a movie called Dig, which I'm really looking forward to seeing. So if anyone's got a copy of that documentary film, Dig, please send it to me. Hit me up and also I'll tell you where you can post stuff. But I really do want to watch that one. Yeah. So anyway, it also had the single Every Day Should Be a Holiday, which was the song of There's Something About Mary. So if you remember that film, that song was on that one. It was pretty damn iconic. It was an amazing track. Anyway, this is me done for the week, and I will do my best to get another podcast episode out. I'll do my best to get another video episode out. I'll do my best to get another vlog. Do my best to get another covers video out as soon as I get this computer, because mine is still dead, still fried, and I am waiting to get paid so I can buy a new one. Anyway, guys, girls, it's been fantastic talking to you, and I'll catch you guys as soon as I can. Peace out.